And we are back.
Yo,
uh,
yo, 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 yo. We've returned.
refresh.
Yeah.
But
Back at it. Back at it once again.
yeah,
Yeah.
we were going on like an hour 40. I
Yeah.
was like, oh no.
Well,
Which is
let's start from the
fine.
beginning. Hi, my name is Hazey.
And I'm Alurgus. And this is Howling at
Welcome.
Night.
Yeah. Welcome to Howling at Night, guys.
Yeah, we're gonna be chilling. We're gonna be having some
Yeah.
fun. If
We're
it's
gonna chat
enough
about,
content for an episode, we'll post it.
I guess this will be an anything and everything stream, like
Thank you
whatever.
for
If
the
you got,
daily howls.
hey, thanks Fox, appreciate it. I will say at some point, Chris, I think it might be a good idea, maybe if you're up for it,
What's up?
to maybe once your channel becomes a bit bigger, maybe we transfer this at some point over to its own channel
We could do
sometime
that.
down the line. I think that'd be a cool idea sometime down the line.
Yeah, we could do that at some point. Um,
Let me
I
put
just
myself, I'm gonna
don't.
put myself in a moderator mode. I just realized that.
Yeah.
There we go.
So that was like one of
yeah.
the things. So when I made, because again, I'm new to podcasting. Hazy's new to podcasting, but I'm doing like a lot of the technical stuff, right? So I'm posting it. I started doing the social, so we have an Instagram now.
Yeah.
But
Basically,
when I
I
put,
basically he's in charge of everything. I'm just a voice.
you're
I'm
more than just a voice, gorgeous.
Yeah, well, I know I'm more than that, but we can't talk about those things.
Oh, wow.
Kidding. Real
like,
quick,
like,
for anybody who's still around, anybody who is, if you aren't, that's fine. But for anybody who's stuck around, that doesn't look like it, sadly. But for anybody who's stuck around, me and Alurgus here like to joke around a bit. We like to mess with each other,
yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's very much it's us messing with each other.
But yeah, I titled this one just D&D because we're going to be talking about and kind of going through some of the content that we may be using in our one shot or campaign.
Yeah.
Again, I don't think I'm going to be streaming this one because I haven't ran a campaign in a while. Alurgus brings the beautiful face and Hazy brings a random story.
I'm chaos incarnate. What can I say?
Oh,
I'm
fuck.
literally chaos incarnate.
That oh, that caught me off guard. Speaking of, I should probably get a couple more waters. Oh, oh Lord have mercy. But yeah, we're gonna be going over D&D stuff. We're gonna be hanging
Yeah.
out.
Actually, might as well. I might as well specifically just kind of read over the ILLRIGGER then.
Yeah, I'm gonna
With you.
be which
Real quick
actually,
though, I am gonna go grab me my tea and some water real quick though.
I could actually show the ILLRIGGER class because we're live, so people that are watching can actually like see stuff with us. Uh, the beauty of uh, that is not the right screen. I will say, I need to check uh my account real quick because one of the things that Hazy brought up, I thought I had, and apparently I don't, and I want it. So I'm gonna check my stuff real quick. And if I have enough, I'm going to get this class and we can go over it. Everything you could
Are you talking
want
about
in a
Illrigger?
podcast and more. No, I'm talking about pugilist.
Oh yes, pugilist. I need to get pugilist. Sadly, it's
Well,
fucking 50
so
bucks.
here's the thing: if you're in my campaign, in D&D Beyond, I think you should be able to see it or have access to it as long as you're in the campaign. Uh, if I have it, so yeah. Um, I think that's how that works. Even though I don't have a subscription to D&D Beyond because I am poor. Like, just being honest.
Anyway, I'll be right back. Gonna go
Yeah.
grab my water and tea.
Order review. Just making sure. Thank you for your order. We'll go to my library. I had to do the order first, because I don't want you guys seeing all my info. But I will wait until Hazy gets back, and then I will put it on be right back when he comes back, and he can chat with y'all while I go get some waters real quick. Let's see. We wanted to go over Illrigger.
I'm back, my little breedable boy.
Oh, God dang.
Yeah.
I did get Pugilist, which should. What
I'll
the
say it
fuck?
once, chat, and I'll say it again. If you call him a good boy, he'll do anything for you.
Why is it? Okay.
Yeah, I
That's.
don't know how to. I haven't used D&D Beyond in a while. I have no idea how it
I'm
normally
trying
works.
to use D&D Beyond more. Who the fuck is Pugilist? Am I just blind? I just got it. Or is it not in my thing yet?
I don't know, maybe.
Okay. It was just taking its sweet ass time to get in my. Get in my belly! Freaking fat bastard. If you don't understand that reference, you're too young to be watching my streams or the podcast. I'm just saying.
If this a
If you
yes master system. What do you mean, Fox?
if this is a yes master situation, it does that not apply to hydration based commands? Wait, what? Are you talking about me saying get in my belly? Like
I'm so confused.
I'm so confused too. I'm
I
like, huh? Nani?
Ours.
Um I'm gonna have this over even
Taking
though
us to
uh
telling us to hydrate. Yes, stay hydrated.
oh yeah.
Stay hydrated. Get some water. Get some
I don't
water.
think there's a
Some
other
soda if
specific
you want.
class
Tea.
thing.
Uh,
Um that
gun.
was a crisp. That was a
There's the
crisp
gun.
open.
Yeah, you're welcome. But this time it is a green tea. It's my favorite. I love green teas. There is the gunslinger from Valdez Tower
I don't think I
Spire.
have that.
I believe there's like a full book called Valdez Tower.
But I do
Something.
have Illrigger
Me too.
revised, and I do have Pugilist.
Yeah, Illrigger is just free. Let me look, and I can
I
tell you
paid
what
for that. I'm 90%
I
sure I paid for Illrigger.
just have it. I just have it
I don't know how, but
because it's free. It's supposed because it's gonna because they've already talked about it. It's gonna become an official class.
well, I had to pay for mine. It was like 11 or so.
Maybe it was the OG one you bought, and then it was revised and turned into a free thing.
That's
There it is. The
bullshit, and they
Gunslinger's
should give me
class.
my money back if that's the
The
case.
Gunslinger class. Valdez Spire of Secrets.
Um,
I love this.
I
I
will be
love this
right back.
book.
Let me get some water, and then
Yeah, go get your water. Go be a good boy.
you can entertain but behave. I'm concerned.
At some point, I swear to God, one of these days, I'm gonna get someone to commission a little emote that's just a little emote of Alurgus, and it says "being a good boy." Anyway, what do you guys want to talk about, if anything? I'm here to be an entertainer for y'all, if that is what you wish. Nice.
All right. Sorry for the wait.
Welcome back, Big Daddy.
Why the hell do you say it like that?
What's wrong, Daddy? I'll fuck with you.
Buddy,
Yes.
buddy,
Yes.
no. Just no.
Yes.
But
I know
I
where
don't.
you sleep.
Your point.
And I do have a bus pass.
So does my entire neighborhood apparently, but that's besides the point.
Oh shit. Anywho, enough messing with you. As
But yeah,
fun
we
as
can
it
go
is,
through Illrigger, which I've kind of already gone through before, but excuse me. We're gonna skip the introduction, skip the fiction. We'll just look at the class. Hmm. Uh, okay, creating an Elric. We'll start from there.
Yeah.
We'll look at the abilities. Um,
I assume that's what we were gonna do.
so
So
it's a
let
D10
me
hit
hold
dice.
on. Let me make sure you're thinking quick build. Okay, cool. Yes. Here, I got you.
So
You can make
it's
it.
kind of like a fighter in the aspect of its hit
It is.
dice.
It's definitely more of a martial class. I think what makes this so unique is it's very much a martial class, but because
Yeah.
of the way its abilities work, it gives it the vibe of being a magic caster or at least a half
Hmm.
caster without actually being a caster class. He gets the full capabilities of being a martial class, but gets to take advantage of some fun little magical stuff.
Hmm.
And I think that's very unique.
Excuse me.
Interesting.
So light, medium, and shield. So no heavy armor.
Nope,
Um,
doesn't seem like it.
simple weapons, martial weapons. No tools, constitution, and charisma. That tracks. Um, that is a lot of different builds. Religion makes sense. Stealth is interesting. Investigation, intimidation, insight, deception. Well, yeah, because they're from hell.
I
So,
mean, stealth to some degree makes sense because, like, especially
Mhm.
if you actually look at some of the subclasses that they have, it makes sense to some degree.
So you get two martial weapons or a martial weapon and a shield, a chain shirt or leather armor. Which either or. Oh, a chain shirt or leather armor, longbow, and 20 arrows. Okay, so you get an extra weapon and arrows with the option or the chain shirt. Interesting. Priest pack
Yeah,
or Dungeoneer's pack, and then 5 javelins.
interesting.
Alternatively, you can forgo starting equipment and start with
A set amount of
a
money,
bunch of, yeah, which tracks.
which dependent on class and background and a
Yeah.
bunch of other stuff.
And also like the campaign setting as a whole, because some campaigns you
Moving
start with nothing.
moving into the first ability, Baleful Interdict. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. And I don't care. You gain the ability to censor creatures with the power of hell. Once on your turn, you can place a magical seal on a creature within 30 feet of you. You can either place the seal when you hit the target with a weapon attack, no action required, or you can use a bonus action to place the seal on the target you can see within range. This seal lasts for 1 minute or until burned. See burning seals below. A creature with one or more of your seals is referred to as an interdicted creature. Seals you place are invisible to other creatures, and when you see an interdicted creature, the seal appears to you as a glowing glyph on the creature's body, which I think is very unique, especially because you
Mhm.
could flavor that so many different ways. It could be
You
runes, it
can.
could be
From
symbols.
my understanding, like the core thing of the Illrigger is you put the seals, which is almost it's similar to a hunter's mark in a way, right? And it does certain
Oh, trust
effects,
me, it gets more
and
similar.
then you can burn the seal, which will deal damage. Um,
Well, we'll explain more as we go on. Uh, you can only place a limited number of seals before resting, and you regain all seals when you finish a short or long rest. The number of seals you
mhm.
can place increases as you gain in ill rigor levels, as indicated in the seals column of the ill rigor table. So at first level and second level, you can only place 3. Third, fourth, fifth, sixth, you get 4. 7 to 12th, you get 5. 13 to 17, you get 6. And then 18, 19, and 20, you have 7. Not a bad number, you know?
That's not
Not not
bad.
not excessive, but still pretty good. Good amount. I like the fact that it's not forcing it. I like the fact that it's not giving us an excessive amount, so it's not
Yeah.
forcing us to feel like it needs to
But
be
there's
the
also
focal
not a lot
point.
of damage, at least base damage, because I'm pretty sure the classes might boast that a
Well,
little bit.
actually, hold on. We'll get to that. If an interdicted creature dies, you can use a bonus action on your turn to move all seals placed on them to a new creature you can see within 30 feet of them. Each seal's duration continues to elapse when an interdicted creature dies, and when the seals move to a new creature. So, what this means is if you place a seal on something, and say 30 seconds has already passed within that time set, the seals still only have a 30-second time limit. Even moving them does not reset the time.
It's 30 seconds, you said?
No, basic. I was giving an example of because they last a minute. So I was saying, okay, 30 seconds has passed. The creature
Well,
dies. We
that's
move
10
them over to
rounds.
another.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a
But
long
if
while.
they die to damage other than burning the seal, it'll
Yeah,
go. You can choose another creature.
yeah.
So
You
that's
can choose
nice.
to move all the seals you have on a creature over to someone else.
Isn't that similar to Hunter's Mark, where like if a creature dies, you can
Yes,
move it to another?
that's literally a part of Hunter Mark's ability.
That's what I thought.
Next, burning seals. When an interdicted creature you can see within 30 feet of you takes damage from any source other than a seal burned by an Illrigger, you can burn any number of seals you placed on them to deal 1d6 fire or necrotic damage, your choice, to that creature
Mhm.
per seal burned. You deal this damage immediately after the triggering damage. Burning a seal doesn't require an action from you, but you can't do it so while incapacitated. Once the seal is burned, it immediately vanishes. Once you reach 5th level in this class, your connection to your Archdevil strengthens. Each burned seal deals an extra 1d6 for a total of 2d6. The damage of each seal increases again by 1d6 when you reach 11th and 20th.
So I have
So
a
to a max.
question.
What's up?
Does the seal stay on if you're incapacitated?
I would assume so. Because from what I can tell, the only way it goes away is if the time limit is in its time limit,
But
or
this
if you
saying you
burn it.
can't burn it if
So
you're
my assumption,
incapacitated.
yeah. So my assumption is it stays on until the time limit is up, or you wake up and.
Let's see. On your turn, you can place a magical seal on a creature. You can either place a seal. I...
Yeah, from what I'm seeing, it doesn't say anything.
Interesting.
That's very interesting. That could have its uses.
Like you
One,
somehow go down in combat, but then
but yeah.
you get back up and you can still do stuff.
So from what I'm seeing, a vast majority of the time that you're probably going to be playing as an Illrigger, your seals are going to do 2d6 each.
uh,
A vast majority of the time, because not everybody reaches 20th level. You're lucky if to reach 11th, honestly.
2d6 to 3d6.
Well, level 20 is 40.
Yeah, what I'm saying is because 2d6 starts at level 5 all the way to level 9, which
No,
is
level 11 is when you get 3d6.
or yeah, level 10. My bad. So from 5th level to 10th
10th level.
level,
That's
which
5
is
levels.
the core of a campaign,
6
most
levels, technically.
campaigns,
Yeah.
right, is 5 to 10. You're
Again,
going to
as
be
I
at 2d6. Once you reach
you're
level
probably like
11,
what I'm saying.
you're
I
going to
know
be
what
at
I'm. What
3d6
I was
until
saying. What I
20.
was saying is a vast majority of the campaign, your seals are just going to be at that.
Yeah.
There are
Up until
most campaigns from what I've seen don't really reach 20. I have been in campaigns that have reached level 20 before.
same.
I think I've been in 2 that have done it, and they were both very fun. I enjoyed them.
I was in 1.
Yeah. Although it entirely depends on the campaign setting and the way your characters are being built and whatnot. You can feel about it. You can feel just as powerful at level 20 without actually getting to level 20 sometimes. Like with
Yeah.
AJ's campaign. It's fucking amazing when my rogue cleric
But
ass is one-shotting
AJ's,
hydras.
we didn't get to level 20, but it was also
No, we got
modified.
to we were heavily modified. But like the fact still one of my dude, I one-shot a false hydra.
Yeah.
One shot.
You also one-shot a actual Hydra,
Yes.
but that's neither here nor there.
I think I'm
Uh,
pretty sure AJ actually gave me like a little title that gave me like a bonus to Hydras, like Hydra Slayer,
yeah.
as just a nod to the fact that I kept killing all the Hydras.
Um,
I was really good at killing them. But anyway, uh,
Best
in
features.
hold on, I wasn't done.
Oh,
Interdicted save. Class features you gain later can add additional effects to your baseful interdict
oh, that's
and
exactly what I
require.
was about to read.
Oh, I was going to have you read the next thing, the forked tongue.
Oh, you're fine.
Uh, you require your target to make a saving throw to resist them. The saving throw DC for those effects uses your interdict save DC, which is calculated as follows. Interdict save DC is 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your charisma modifier. And I'm
Okay.
going to be honest, I think this is why this is probably such a cool class, because it's dex and charisma, that's just fucking warlock. And I'm like,
You
fuck
mean
yeah.
Constitution and Charisma? Is it saving throws?
For this character, well, what I'm saying though is
For
they get a lot of
Hellraiser.
they also do a lot. Well, yes, but this class is going to be heavily based on dex.
Yeah, I think that would be the dump stat.
Like genuinely, this is a bit of a jump ahead, but it genuinely gets an ability that makes it so it gives it literally unnatural armor.
Yeah.
It gains a combat mastery call. You can give it bravado. While you're not wearing any armor, your armor class becomes 10 plus your dex plus your charisma modifier.
Yeah. We'll go through combat mastery in a second.
Yeah, forked tongue is
Forked
next.
tongue. First level Illrigger feature. You can instinctively speak, read, and write Infernal. In addition, you can speak two other languages of your choice, but you can't read or write them. When you finish a long rest,
Hold on. Let's take a pause real quick. I think that's so fucking cool. I love that. I wish more things did that, where it's like, oh yeah, you speak it, you can't read or write though.
yeah.
That's so fun. That's such a cool little flavor thing.
Um.
Anyway,
Okay. I was like, can I keep on reading? Uh,
sorry.
Thank you. But you can't read or write them. When you finish a long rest, you can draw on your Archdevil's knowledge to replace one of these two languages. When you do, choose another language whose name you know. You magically forget the previous language and gain this new one instead. Once you replace the language in this way, you must finish a long rest before you can do so again. Starting at ninth level, this feature grants you another language for a total of 3, in addition to Inferno. Furthermore, you gain advantage on wisdom insight checks made to ascertain the intentions or sincerity of creatures. I think this is beautiful.
The
I,
I'll be honest, there's only one thing I would change about this ability, and that
hmm.
is the fact that you have to do a long rest. You're just changing a
No, I
language you
think,
can speak. I think it would be fine on
well,
a
you
short
don't
rest.
know it. You don't know
Well,
it,
what I'm
which is
saying is like
also hinting at the
the
fact that
fact
you
that
can't read or write it, but you can speak it.
what I'm saying though is how often is it going to come up that it's like you need to replace your ability, right? I don't see an issue with it being that you can redo it every short rest instead of long rest. You know, I think the fact that it's limiting itself to long rest just feels like you're trying to underpower something that
I
doesn't have any power to begin with.
I I think it's flavorful. I I can see why it's long rest,
Eh,
even with flavor. Um,
I guess
I think it's
maybe.
fine. I think it's
Eh,
fine.
I think it
Um,
again. I don't see. I don't. Again, it's as I said. Like I don't know if I said this, but this is what I feel. I don't think it's an issue. I
mhm,
would prefer it. I would like it better if it
mhm.
finished. If I could redo it on a short rest. But it's an ability that's like it's something that's not going to come up often enough to really care either way.
I think I think it's fine on a long rest.
Yeah. Next is
Combat.
Combat Mastery. Your Archdevil grants you uncanny skill in a certain form of combat. Choose one of the following ILLRIGGER Combat Masteries. As I stated already, the first one is Bravado. While you are not wearing any armor, your armor class equals 10 plus your dex mod plus your charisma mod. You can use a shield and steel gain this benefit. Next is Brutal. When you hit a creature who is no more than one size larger than you with an attack you make with a melee weapon you are wielding with two hands, you can move the target 5 feet horizontally. If you choose, you can spend your movement to move into the space they left.
Wait a minute. So when you hit a creature who is no more than one size larger than you, melee damage wielding with two hands. Okay,
Basically,
so you
it's
have to have a
saying,
two-handed weapon, and then you basically move them, you
well, hold
push
on,
them
hold
5 feet.
on. The way it words this is so that you're not abusing this with like bows. It is specifically melee weapon.
Well, yeah, it's a two-handed melee weapon. So like a
So like
great
yeah,
sword
great
or
swords,
a
glaive,
lance,
yeah, glaives, battle at the war axe, not great
which
axe, stuff like that. Yeah,
I
I mean
think
it
is
makes sense.
interesting. Like you
I
push them, and then you can use a little bit of movement to move into the space that they
you know what
were
I
at.
think is really funny about this too. So I'm pretty sure this ILLRIGGER is specifically designed for the 5.5 edition, right?
Hmm.
And I'm pretty sure certain great weapon, like a lot of the two-handed weapons, get the mastery that allows you to push an enemy.
Hmm.
So this combined with that is like I'm pretty sure the great axe might get it. I know the two-handed hammer gets it where you hit them, it pushes them back 5 feet, and then if you combine that with brutal, you can then push them back another 5 feet.
Gotcha.
I think that I think that's really cool.
Next is inexorable.
Inexonerable. You gain a +1 bonus to saving throws for each hostile creature within 5 feet of you to a maximum bonus of +5. That is such a unique effect, and I fucking love it.
It is.
Especially because you know what it makes me think.
Huh.
You know what my first thought was? Hey, wizard, throw your fireball at me. Just have like, just have 5 dudes around you and go throw the fireball. And so
Yeah,
then you
but
get
at
up.
that point, you're just getting damage for no reason.
Mm-mm, not necessarily. And
Um,
again, I'm simply stating that just because that's the first thing that came to mind, and it's funny. But I also kind of like this because that's an ability that in my brain I'm like, this would work really well with the rogue.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm like that. I like that a lot. Next is lies. You can choose one type of melee weapon, such as a battle axe, great sword, or spear. I don't. Real quick before I continue, I don't know why it listed these specific examples. I don't know why it listed examples at all. It said melee weapon. Eh. Whenever you attack with that type of weapon, you can use your charisma modifier instead of strength or dex for the attack and damage rolls. You can choose a new weapon type, which replaces your previous choice when you finish a long rest. So yeah, this is literally this is Pact of the Blade Warlock ability.
Yeah,
You get to turn your charisma
definitely.
modifier into your. I like it. I think it's definitely probably the most oftenly chosen option, unless you're going for a very different build. But I like it. Next is Lysum, or Lissum. I don't know how to pronounce that. When you hit a creature with a melee weapon attack, you can spend your movement to move 5 feet without provoking opportunity attacks.
Well, that's nice.
I like that. I think it's cool.
That's
I
nice.
I
Early, can
pers
you
I
change these?
let me see.
I'm
Choose one of
assuming
the
with Combat
following.
Mastery you can change it later.
I don't know. It's not saying so, but I don't know. Maybe.
If it doesn't
Last,
say it, I would run it as a DM where you can change
you can change it. I
every
would
level.
every level you can change it. Yeah, I think it looks similar enough to like
The
fighting
fighter.
styles which you can change every level.
Um,
That I think that would
but
be fine.
that's such a niche thing to be able to get away without getting hit.
I think
Um,
I'll be honest. In comparison to Lies, which I feel like is the most chosen one, I feel like this is going to be the least chosen.
really?
Yeah, because the mobile feat exists.
Yeah, but this is level 2.
That's true. But there's nothing saying you.
That's why I'm
Well,
saying, as a
well, hold on.
DM,
Well,
if
there's
you
you're missing something, Chris. This is in 5.5. You get to start with a feat.
true,
Everybody in 5.5 and mobile is one of the feats I know you get to choose.
true, yeah, I
Again,
guess, yeah,
I think I could see this still being a decent option to take if you don't want to take mobile because you wanted something else.
but
I don't. I just
unfettered.
When you use a Baneful Interdict to place or burn a seal, its range is 60 feet instead of 30 feet. When you gain the Infernal Conduit feature at 6th level, its range is 30 feet instead of touch. In addition, making a ranged attack while within 5 feet of a hostile creature does not impose disadvantage on the attack roll. Ooh, I like that.
Interesting.
I think that's very. I mean, first things first. Of course, there is a thing. Of course, at least one of these has something to do with the restrictions. So, but the fact that it makes it so you don't have disadvantage on ranged attacks is very interesting.
I love that part, but I also love the in the stuff in regards to your abilities where it boosts not only the range of your baleful indirect or interdict, I should say,
Interdict, whatever you. I don't
uh,
know.
which turns it from 30 feet to 60 feet. And then your Infernal Conduit feature at 6th level, it changes that from a range of touch to 30 feet.
Which honestly, really powerful, especially because a lot of effects that change touch to ranged usually only changes it to 15 feet. Or at least it did in.
Interdiction.
Yeah.
Second level Illrigger feature. You can infuse your seals with hellish magical power, enhancing their effects. Interdict boons known. You learn one interdict boon of your choice from the interdict boons section at the end of the class description. When you gain levels in this class, you gain additional boons of your choice, as shown in the interdict boons column of the Illrigger table. Each new boon must be of a level you can learn. When you reach 7th level, for example, you learn one new boon uh, of 2nd or 7th level. When you gain an Illrigger level, you can choose a boon you know and replace it with another boon you can learn. Using interdict boons. Some boons allow you to expand unplaced seals to fuel abilities, while others empower all your seals and grant you benefits against interdicted creatures. The boons that grant passive are always on benefits, such as the second level Swift Retribution boon, are marked with a passive tag. You don't need to expand a seal or take an action to benefit from the passive boons you know. All other boons, such as the second level Abating Seal boon, must be activated on a turn, for example, by expending a seal. You can activate only one non passive boon per turn, regardless of how many you know.
Okay.
Okay, so they have like passive effects. I'm assuming like, oh, you put
I'm
a seal on a creature and it
I'm
maybe
going
like makes our attack weaker or something.
I'm going to assume the list is somewhere down the line.
Yes, it said it's at the end.
Okay. Next is Diabolic Contract. This is the subclasses. So let's get into this. Diabolic Contract. You sign a It's a third level Illrigger feature. You sign a Diabolic Contract with an Archdevil who welcomes you into the Order of Desolation. Choose between the Architect of Ruin, Asmodeus, Hellspeaker, Moloch, Painkiller, Despater, Sanguinian Knight, Sectu, or Shadowmaster, Belial, as your Archdevil. Each of these subclasses is detailed after the class's descriptions. Your choices grant you features at third level, again at 7th, 11th, and 15th.
Yeah, they did add stuff because I could have sworn there was only like three, maybe four.
Yeah, there used to only be 4. I believe Sanguinian Knight
No,
is a
Sanguine
new.
was there. I think it's
Was it?
Shadowmaster is the one they added.
No, Shadowmaster was there. I know
'Cause there was
Architect of Ruin was
Architect of
there,
Ruin was there.
Shadowmaster was there, and I believe Painkiller. Maybe it was Hellspeaker? No, Hellspeaker was there. It was Painkiller's the new one.
Yeah, it might be Painkiller. It's either
Yeah, I think
Painkiller or Shadowmaster. Because I know
it's not
Sanguine.
Shadowmaster.
I
I
know
know it's not.
Sanguine, Hellspeaker, and Architect of Ruin were there.
No, you know what's confused. You know what's at no. You know what's confusing about Sanguine Knight. Sanguine Knight had a different entity name. That was a different name.
Yeah.
That's what's
Um.
confusing me on Sanguine. And I think Hellspeaker had a different one too. I know Shadowmaster was still there because I know Belial was on the list. So was Despater and Asmodeus.
Um. Invoke Hell. Third level Outrigger feature. Your Diabolic Connection allows you to channel Infernal energy to empower magical effects. Your chosen Diabolic contract grants you two Invoke Hell options and describes how to use each. When you use your Invoke Hell, you choose which option to use. You must then finish a short or long rest to use your Invoke Hell again. Some Invoke Hell effects require a saving throw when you use such an effect, the DC equals your interdict save DC.
Now, this is literally just Hell Channel Divinity.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is just except for the fact that you get to choose, which honestly makes them even more powerful, and I fucking love it.
and it's
Next,
nice that it's short or long rest.
next is ability score improvement. For anybody who doesn't know, I'll do this real quick. Chris will then do extra attack. They're pretty self-explanatory, but we'll go over them anyway.
Mhm.
Fourth level Illrigger feature. When you reach fourth level, and again at 8th, 12th, 16th, and 19th level, you can increase one ability score of your choice by 2, or increase 2 ability scores of your choice by 1. As normal, you can't increase any ability score above 20 using this feature. You can also use the optional feats rule. You can forego taking this feature to take a feat of your choice instead.
Extra attack, fifth level Illrigger feature. You can attack twice instead of once whenever you take the attack action on your turn. Basically, all that means is when it's your time to attack, you get two chances to potentially
Quintessential
hit
martial
at the
stuff.
enemy.
Quintessential martial class ability. Makes
Yeah.
sense. Next, Infernal Conduit, 6th level Illrigger feature. You can strengthen your allies at the cost of yourself or drain your enemy's life force for your own gain. You have a pool of Infernal Conduit dice, which are D10s. The number of Infernal Conduit dice in your pool increases as you gain Illrigger levels, as shown as the Infernal Conduit dice column on the Illrigger table. As an action, you can touch another creature and spend one or more dice from your pool. The target must make a Constitution saving throw against your interdict save DC. A creature can willingly fail this saving throw, roll the spent dice, and choose one of the following effects. Invigorate. On a failed save, the target regains hit points. On a failed save, the target regains hit points equal to the total you rolled, and you take necrotic damage equal to that total. On a successful save, the target regains half as many hit points, and you take necrotic damage equal to that total. Save or fail, this necrotic damage can't be reduced in any way, and if this damage reduces you to 0 hit points, you fall unconscious and are stabilized. Devour.
Wait.
On a
So you're taking damage to heal people?
Yes. You take damage to heal people, which I think is very unique, especially because it's essentially the person you gave the dice to has to make a saving throw. If they fail the saving throw, they get more health.
Gotcha.
I think that's very unique. So you want to fail it instead. Next is Devour. On a failed save, the target takes necrotic damage equal to the total you rolled, and you regain hit points equal to that total. On a successful save, the target takes half as much damage, and you regain hit points equal to the damage that target took. Save or fail, if the target chose to fail their saving throw against this effect, the necrotic damage can't be reduced in any way. When you reach 11th level in this class, the target also gains a level of exhaustion on a failed save against this effect. This level of exhaustion can be reduced as normal, and a creature can't suffer more than 3 levels of exhaustion combined from all of Illrigger's Infernal Conduit features. You regain any spent Infernal Conduit dice when you finish a long rest.
Interesting.
Your turn. I really like that, honestly.
Blood price. You can strengthen your defenses at the cost of your vitality. Whenever you fail a saving throw, you can spend one of your hit dice, rolling it and adding the number rolled to the result of the save.
I'm going to be honest. This is so much more than people realize.
Yeah.
But not to the degree that most people would think. It's good because one thing that needs to be stated, hit dice honestly don't get held a whole lot. So it's good to have, like, you can use them as a good resource or something. However, this ability is coming in at a point when the hit dice start becoming more important.
Yes.
So it's still a good decision of, do I want to keep the hit dice to heal myself, or would I prefer to, get past the saving throw?
Yes.
Next is Terrorizing Force, 11th level Illrigger feature. Your attacks are empowered with Devastating Might. You gain this feature, choose a damage type, cold, fire, necrotic, or poison. When you hit with a weapon attack, you deal an extra 1d8 damage of the chosen type. You can choose a different damage type when you finish a long rest. Okay, simple. I feel like most of the time you're probably going to take necrotic or cold, because fire and poison are the two most fucking damages in the entire game.
Superior interdict. Damage from your seals ignores any damage resistances the target has. In addition, you can use a bonus action to regain a seal if you have none remaining. Once you regain a seal in this way, you can't do so again until you finish a long rest.
Okay, that's literally just that's the effect. That's literally just the bard's effect to get a bardic inspiration die back. That's
So,
really
first
cool.
and foremost, the fact that it says fuck your damage resistance is nice.
I like the fact that it says fuck your damage resistance, but not your immunities.
Yes.
So if like for instance, if this thing has fire immunity and you're doing fire damage, it's not doing anything. To be fair though, I think it's funny because I feel like that matters far less. Because let's be honest, you're probably using the seals more so for some of your boon effects or whatnot, more often than the actual just igniting them. But again, we haven't actually gotten to the boons or seen any of them, so we'll see. Next is Infernal Majesty, 17th level ILLRIGGER feature. Give me 1 second. I need to take a drink because my throat is now killing me.
Yeah.
Your Archdevil bestows on you the ability to don a measure of their power. As a bonus action, you channel the Might of Hell, gaining the following benefits for 10 minutes. You gain resistance to fire, cold, and necrotic damage. Wings appear on your back. You gain a flight speed of 60 feet.
Damn.
When you use your blood price, you can cause an enemy you can see within 10 feet of you to take damage equal to the number rolled on your hit die. Yikes. When you hit with a weapon attack, your terrorizing force deals an extra 2d8 damage instead of 1d8. For the duration, if you die, you can choose to have your body... Oh, what? Oh, sorry. You can have your body disappear in a burst of flame, leaving behind only your equipment. If you do, your body reforms 1d6 days later somewhere in hell. Once your body reforms, you return to life and regain all your hit points. Once you channel your Infernal Majesty, you must finish a long rest before you can do so again.
So basically, this is where you start becoming Hellboy.
More or less, yeah. Would you like to
Um,
read the capstone ability, Christopher?
yeah. Master of Hell. 20th level ILLRIGGER feature. You learn to tear open a rift to hell and wreak its fury on your enemies. As an action, you can summon a hellstorm centered on a point you can see within 150 feet of you. Choose
That's
one of the
insane.
following effects, which fills a 50-foot radius sphere centered on that point. Inferno. Hellfire rains down on your foes. Each enemy in that area must make a dex saving throw. On a failed save, the creature takes 5d10 fire damage plus 5d10 necrotic damage. Holy shit. As they
Yikes.
burn for 1 minute. On a successful save, a creature takes half as much damage and does not burn. A creature burning in this way must repeat the saving throw at the end of their turn, taking 1d10 fire damage, plus 1d10 necrotic damage on a failed save, or ending the effect on themselves on a successful one. This hellfire can't be extinguished by non-magical means.
Chris, do you know what this means?
Holy freak.
Chris, I need you to understand something, right? So 1 minute is 10 rounds, right?
Yes.
Okay, so 10 rounds, meaning you are going to deal a total. Holy shit. So 5d10 plus 5d10 plus 20d10. You're going to, if they do not save a single time within that minute, they're going to take 30d10 worth of fire and necrotic damage.
Mm-hmm.
Holy fuck, that's insane.
Granted, it's highly improbable that it would get to that point.
I mean, you could build your character specifically designed to make it so they always fail, their enemies always fail saving throws.
But it could happen.
You know what the most fucked part of this is?
Hmm.
There's 2 other effects you can choose.
Yes. And let's
Oh,
see if they're as good. A foul miasma. mind you, this is pestilence. A foul miasma swirls around your foes. Each enemy in that area must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, a creature takes 5d10 poison damage, plus 5d10 necrotic damage, and becomes poisoned for 1 minute. On a successful save, a creature takes half as much damage and does not become poisoned.
Yeah, Inferno's just leagues better.
Darkness. A bitter storm assails your foes. Each enemy in that area must make a Constitution saving throw, taking 10d10 cold damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful save. Additionally, the storm's gloom persists for 1 minute, and each enemy within that area is blinded for the duration or until they leave the area. Once you summon a hellstorm, you must finish a long rest before you can do so again. I'm going to be
That's
honest. If you're going for damage, absolutely Inferno.
yeah.
If you're going for a big burst of damage and an effect that's going to weaken your foes, Darkness.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't
what
know
does
if you're ever going to
poison
choose pet.
do?
It's
Um,
just, I believe it's just a tick damage, basically.
while you have the poison condition, you experience the following effect. Void checks and attacks affected, you have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks. Oh, okay. So it gives you disadvantage for a minute for attack rolls
I
and
think,
ability.
I still think blinded is just better though.
Let's see what blinded says. Can't see, so automatically fail any ability check that requires sight. Attack rolls against you have advantage, and your attack rolls have disadvantage. Okay, so it
Interesting.
gives you advantage. It gives them disadvantage.
Yeah. I think that's really powerful. Next up, we have the interdicted boons. Your interdiction feature grants you access to interdicted boons, which are detailed below. Some boons specify a minimum ILLRIGGER level. Boons in the 7th level interdiction boon section and the 13th level interdiction boon section cannot be learned until you are at least that level. Starting off, we have the 2nd level interdiction boons. You can choose from these boons when you gain interdiction feature at 2nd level or whenever you gain a new boon. Abating Seal. When a creature you can see damages you or an ally within 30 feet of you, you can expend a seal as a reaction to reduce the damage taken by the target by an amount equal to 1d10 plus half your ILLRIGGER level, rounded down. I really like that. That's actually really fucking good.
Yeah,
I love reaction reduce damaging effects. They're just useful. They're always useful in my mind. Bedevil. When you burn a seal on an interdicted creature, you can activate this boon. No action required. The target must subtract a number equal to your proficiency bonus from the result of the next saving throw they make before the end of your next turn.
their
Simple
next
enough. Of their next turn, yeah. Soul Eater. When you burn a seal on an interdicted creature, you can activate this boon. No action required. To gain temporary hit points equal to your ILLRIGGER level. Again, simple but good. Styx's Apathy. When you burn a seal on an interdicted creature, you can use your reaction to flood the target with an otherworldly chill. Till the end of the target's next turn, they cannot take reactions. That's really fucking good. The fact that you can just completely remove one of their action economies, that's really powerful.
that is nuts.
Yeah. Swift Retribution, a passive boon. Whenever an interdicted creature provokes an opportunity attack from you, you can make that attack without using your reaction, provided you are not incapacitated. Once you benefit from this boon, you cannot do so again until the start of your next turn. Okay, so basically, free reaction. You get a free reaction against an interdicted creature. That's really fucking good. Holy shit! You want to do the level 7 boons?
So basically, you can get an attack and then attack again? Or no, you would
No,
still
no,
have
no,
a
no.
reaction to do
No,
whatever
yeah,
else.
basically it would go cool if you were to go to use your reaction to make an opportunity attack. You don't have to use it the first time,
So you could do
and
that
then
for like
and then you
shield
could
or something
you could
else.
use shield, or if maybe
Which
there's another
shield
creature
should be
nearby.
on this spell list if it
I don't think
isn't,
it does.
if that's
It
going
does.
to be a thing.
Uh, yeah, Chris, what are you talking about? Man
I'm just
doesn't get
saying.
spell. It doesn't get spells
Uh,
unless it's if he does, it's in one of his subclasses.
probably.
Because this is a martial. This is a martial class through and through. So yeah,
7th level interdict boons. When you reach 7th level, the following interdict boons are added to your list of interdiction boons. Acheron's Chain. When you use a bonus action to place or move a seal on a large or smaller creature, you can activate this boon. No action required. You conjure infernal chains to grasp the target, forcing them to make a strength saving throw. On a failed save, you can either pull the creature 10 feet towards you or cause them to be grappled until the end of your next turn. Escape DC equal to your interdict save DC.
okay. That one's
So
definitely got its
basically,
uses.
you can grapple an opponent for a period of time. That's nice.
Okay, so
Conflagrant
here, hold
Channel.
on. This is what you get to do. You get to scorpion them.
Get
Get
over
over
here.
here.
Yeah,
I love
quite
that.
literally on thing.
Yeah.
Uh, you can expend a seal as a bonus action to teleport up to 60 feet to an unoccupied space you can see. Holy fuck.
Expend a seal. Okay,
Wait, how
that's
many
just weird.
seals can you have on creatures at a time?
You can have all of your seals on a creature at one time if you want to.
Can you have them on different
Although
creatures?
you only have you have yeah, you can have them on any you can have any number of them on one creature, or you can spread them out across different creatures. You at
Okay,
7th level you'll have 5 seals.
gotcha.
You start with 3, you get 4 it goes to 4 at 3rd, 5 at 7th,
Mhm.
6 at 13th, and 7 at 18th. So you'll have a max of 7 seals. Which again,
Gotcha.
I like the fact that it didn't overflood you with seals, because it's still making it so it's like, yeah, this is a useful resource for you.
But it's
And then there's
not,
plenty,
oh,
but
I have nothing but this.
yeah, it's not making you feel like you need to use them.
Eyes of the Gate. As an action, you can expend one or more seals to attempt to bind your awareness to a creature you can see within 60 feet of you. The target must make a wisdom saving throw. They can willingly fail this save. On a failed save, you are bound to the target's awareness for a number of hours equal to the number of seals you expended, or until you use this boon on another creature. For the duration, while the target is within 300 feet of you, you can use an action to see and hear through their senses, gaining the benefit of any special senses the target possesses, and you continue to do so until you use your action to return to your normal senses. While perceiving through the target's senses, you are deaf and blind with regard to your own senses. Additionally, for the duration, you can place seals, burn them, and use interdict boons as if you were in the creature's space. But doing so makes the creature aware of this bond. An aware creature can use their action to repeat the saving throw, ending the effects of this boon on a success.
Damn.
Oh, I see so
That,
much potential with that.
yeah, I can. There's some very,
There's
very interesting
so
uses
much
for that.
potential. You you could be stealthy with it and basically use it to get intel. You can
The next
uh
one's pretty simple. I like it.
you can basically do subterfuge and use it as a distraction. There's a lot. Um Shadow Shroud, you can expend a seal as a bonus action to weave a mantle of semi-solid shadows around yourself or creature you touch. The target gains a +2 bonus to AC for 1 minute. Okay, so you can boost the AC
Simple,
of a
simple but useful.
of an ally.
Yeah.
Unleash Hell. When you burn one or more seals in an interdicted creature, you can use your reaction to unleash an explosion of hellish energy around them. Each creature of your choice within 5 feet of the target must make a dex saving throw. On a failed save, the creature takes the same amount and type of damage as the seals dealt to the interdicted creature. On a successful save, the creature takes half as much damage.
Mm,
Interesting.
I'm gonna be honest. I feel like you could move that down to to the level 2s and be fine.
Vengeful Shot. When a creature makes a ranged attack against you or an ally you can see within 30 feet of you, you can expend a seal as a reaction to make a ranged weapon attack against the attacker. If your attack hits, it deals extra damage equal to half your Illrigger level rounded down.
Interesting. So a ranged opportunity attack, essentially. I guess.
So a ranged build.
I like it. Okay, 13th level interdict. 13th interdict. This is onslaught passive. Time you place, make one weapon.
Oh, you're cutting out, buddy.
Oh, am I? Am I cutting
Yeah,
out?
yeah. Like I
Hold on,
heard like every other word.
hold on a sec. Me. Okay, is that better? Am I good?
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit. Okay. This is onslaught passive. Each time you use a bonus action to place or move a seal, you can make one weapon attack as part of the same bonus action. I mean,
Okay.
yeah, that's just good.
And it's a passive, so
Yeah, you just inherently like cool. Flash of Brimstone. When you place or move a seal, you can activate this boon. No action required. To magically teleport to an unoccupied space you can see within 5 feet of the target. Okay, so a more targeted movement ability. I guess that's cool. That's not bad. I like it. Hellish Frenzy. When you start your turn within 30 feet of an interdicted creature, you can expend a seal to become frenzied by the power of hell until the start of your next turn. While frenzied, your movement speed is doubled. You have a +2 bonus to your AC, and you can make an extra weapon attack when you take the attack action. Yes, please. Hell Sight. You can expend a seal as an action to gain true sight out to 60 feet for 1 hour. Damn, that's insane.
so
True
True
sight
Sight.
fight for an hour.
So for those of you that don't know, if you have True Sight, your vision is enhanced with a specified range. Within that range, your vision pierces through the following: darkness, you can see in normal and magical darkness. Invisibility, you can see creatures and objects that have the invisible condition. Visual illusions. Visual illusions appear transparent to you and are automatically succeeded on saving throws against them. Transformations. You discern the true form of any creature or object you see that has been transformed by magic.
Yep,
Ethereal plane. You can see into the ethereal plane. Oh, that is going to be
that's going to be a
quite
pain
an
in the ass.
ability.
Impaling Shot. When you hit an interdicted creature with a ranged weapon attack, you can expend a seal as a bonus action to create a weak point in their defenses. Until the end of your next turn, the creature takes a penalty to AC equal to your proficiency bonus. That's really good. Iron Gowl. As an action, you can touch a creature and expend 4 seals to attempt to send that creature to hell. The target must succeed on a charisma saving throw or be pulled through a rift into the prisons of your Archfiend's infernal city. If the target is native to hell, or if their level or challenge rating is 4 or lower, they remain there and must find their own way out. Otherwise, the target remains in prison for 1 minute, after which they reappear in the space they left, or in the nearest occupied space available. The target can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of their turns, ending the effect early on a success. Holy shit. That's fucking broken. It's not broken, but that's powerful as hell.
Yeah.
That's wild. Last word. When you are reduced to 0 hit points and have unplaced seals remaining, the hellfire in you refuses to die. You can expend up to 3 seals and release an explosion around you. No action required. Roll 3d6 per seal expended. Each creature of your choice within 30 feet of you must make a dex saving throw. On a failed save, a creature takes fire damage equal to the total you rolled. On a successful save, the creature takes half that much damage. If this explosion damages at least one creature, you regain a number of hit points equal to the total you rolled. Holy shit.
Yeah.
That is genuinely the greatest fucking "oh, you thought you killed me" ability ever.
Yeah.
Like,
That's huge.
I don't give a fuck what build you're running. You're dumb if you don't have this.
I'm like
Souls
rereading it just because of my ADHD is at an all-time high right now.
Yeah.
Um,
Souls Doom. When you use a bonus action to place or move a seal, you can scorch the seal into the target's soul. For 1 minute, whenever the interdicted creature takes damage, they take extra damage equal to your proficiency bonus. That one's okay.
so I will say, because we're an hour, actually over an hour right now, and also it's getting pretty late. Um, I don't think we're gonna go over the actual diabolic contracts
Hmm.
tonight.
I mean, I'm probably going to read over them for
Yeah, no,
myself.
no, we could definitely read over them for ourselves. I mean,
Because
if
I'm
Chad,
curious. Because I'm
if
curious. What time is it? Oh,
um,
Jesus. 1:12.
yeah, if people want us to go over the individual subclasses for Illrigger, we can
Yeah,
definitely do that.
we can definitely do it in a later
Um,
stream.
we will, however, do a brief glance over the spells and the items.
Fuck this. I'm not going to work tomorrow. Or I'm not going into the day labor tomorrow. I'm not going to send me and it's already. I'm not going to get enough sleep.
Um,
Anyway. But yeah.
Aura of Desecration, 4th level abjuration. Casting time 1 action.
What?
Range self.
What did you say?
Aura of Desecration.
Where the fuck are you seeing that?
Spells. New spells.
What? Where?
So after Diabolic Contracts, there's new spells. These are under the Architect of Ruin. Um, so technically, I mean, it's part of a class, but they're new spells in,
Okay, so Architect of Ruin gained some spells.
yeah,
Got it.
but they're new spells to uh D&D. Um, which it should put classes as Cleric, Paladin, and Illrigger, but it just says Cleric and Paladin. Um, One action, self 30-foot radius, concentration up to 10 minutes. Life-defining energy radiates from you in an aura of within a 30-foot radius. Until the spell ends, the aura moves with you, centered on you. Whenever creatures of your choice enter the area for the first time on a turn or start their turn there, they must make a con saving throw. On a failed save, the creature takes 4d6 necrotic damage and can't regain hit points till the start of their next turn. On a successful save, a creature takes half as much damage and suffers no other effect. Holy shit.
I'm gonna be honest with you, buddy. I can't find the list, so I don't know where you're actually.
Uh, it, you see my screen, right?
Uh, yeah. Mine looks
It's
a little different from that.
Oh, it might be because I paid for it. Maybe that's why. I don't know.
Maybe that might be it. Yeah. Mine doesn't have like an expansion thing for like each class. There's also no section called new spells. It literally goes Diabolic Contracts, Architect Rune, Hellspeaker, Painkiller, Sanguinian Knight, Shadow Master, and that's it.
Interesting.
So maybe you paid for more.
I guess so.
Yeah, cool.
Um, do you want me to just go through these real quick, or
Go for it.
Hellish Lash? It's a first level evocation, one action, 30 feet of range. Um, it's all three components, V, S, and M. The forked tongue of a serpent is what is needed. It is a concentration spell up to a minute. The classes that use this are sorcerer, warlock, and wizard. You lash a whip of crimson energy at a creature you can see within range, creating a conduit between you and the target. The target must succeed a Constitution saving throw or take 4d4 fire damage and be tethered. A tethered creature takes 2d4 fire damage at the beginning of each of their turns. A tethered creature can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of their turns, ending the effect on a success. For the duration, if the target is an interdicted creature, you can use your reaction to burn one of your seals on the creature. When you do, the creature makes their next saving throw to end the spell with disadvantage. At higher levels, when you cast this spell using a spell slot of second level or higher, the initial damage increases by 2d4 for each slot above the first, and subsequent damage increases by 1d4 for each slot level above first. Huh.
Interesting. I'll be honest. You know what? Before we continue with the spells, I think I'm gonna read through the actual like abilities and stuff
Hmm.
of the Architect of Ruin just to get a context of like what it's actually kind of trying to do.
Yeah.
So let's see. So precepts of the ruin, blah, blah, blah. These are basically the kind of what you're placed on doing. Asmodeus's blessing. When Asmodeus accepts you as the architect of ruin, he grants you access to his infernal knowledge. You gain proficiency in one of the following skills of your choice: Arcana, History, Nature, or Religion. In addition, you can also read and write the languages granted by your forked tongue instead of only speaking them. I like that. Cool. Spell casting. Yep. Oh, yep. We know that. We know that. Invoke Hell, Architect of Ruin. Your diabolic connection allows you to channel infernal energy to empower magical effects. Your chosen diabolic contract grants you the two invoked hell options. Describes how to use each. When you use your invoke hell, you choose which one to use. Blah 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 blah. Enervating spell. When you deal damage to a creature with an Illrigger spell of first level or higher, you can expend a seal. Yeah. No, I'm not going out tomorrow. Yeah. There's no fucking point. I'll try next week, but I'm just fucking tired of it this week. They're not fucking sending me out for some reason. The target view the spell with weakening magic. The target has vulnerability to that spell's damage. If they normally have resistance or immunity to the spell's damage, the resistance or immunity is suppressed for the spell, and the target has vulnerability to that damage instead. Yikes. Spellblade. You can use an action to both make a melee weapon attack and cast an Illrigger spell you know that has a casting time of 1 action. Damn.
Interesting. Yeah, there's like 6 more new spells.
Really? Damn.
Yeah. There
Uh,
was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh, hellish versatility. Once on each of your turns, you can cast one Illrigger cantrips in place of one of your attacks granted by your extra attack feature. So cool. You get an attack and a cantrip from your extra attack. That's insane. Asmodeus's interdiction. Learn the following additional interdict boons as the noted Illrigger levels. Once you learn an interdicted boon granted by this feature, you always know it, and it doesn't count against the number of interdict boons you know. Oh. Axiomatic Seals, 7th level passive. Asmodeus's secrets allow you to infuse your seals with manifest power. When you burn
Which
one or
one are
more
you
seals,
looking at?
Asmodeus's interdiction.
That's under
It's Architect
Architect of
Ruin.
Ruin. Gotcha.
Yeah. Axiomatic Seals. When Asmodeus' secret allows you to infuse your seals with manifest power. When you burn one or more seals to deal damage to a creature, you can activate this boon. No action required. To add your charisma modifier minimum of 1 to each seal's damage roll. Level 13 one is Spellbreaker.
Well, I don't want to
When
go
you,
through the whole Architect of Ruin.
well, I did because I was like, I'm kind of curious what exactly really designed to do. Because if he's the mage option, that's kind of interesting. But I'm curious if there's like more to it than just that. Spell you can...
Me.
I think we've done enough for the night though. We're
Yeah.
almost at an hour 30.
Um.
Thank you everyone for joining us on our what episode is this?
I believe it'll be episode 6, potentially, by the time it comes out.
Oh, okay. Thank you everyone for joining us on episode 6. No, this has got to be episode 8.
Mm-mm. I'll take a look real quick.
Yeah, please take a look because I'm pretty sure we've already done 6 episodes.
Mm-mm. No. Because we did episode 5 right before this.
Oh wait, you know what it was? It's episode 0 that's throwing me off.
Yep.
That's what's throwing me off. Okay. But yeah, thank you all for joining us. We hope you enjoyed this as much as we did. If there are any other topics that you would be interested in seeing us talk about, please get in the comments and let us know what you're interested in hearing about.
Where can they find you?
Yes. Once again, for anybody that wishes to know, here on Twitch, you can find me under Hazey the Warlock. I do not have a YouTube currently. Not really going to be giving out my personal one, so I will give out my personal Spotify if you're interested in checking out some of the music I'm into. That is under True Voidless. Go check that out if you're interested. On X, I am the War Crimes Warlock, or the War Crime Warlock, sorry.
Mhm.
Go get that is my personal account for streaming and whatnot. Although I haven't used it a lot recently, I'm hoping in the near future that will change.
Mhm.
I do not have an Instagram just yet. Again, one I will be trying to make one again in the near future. So keep an eye out for when I say it is on. Uh, do I have anything else? Sorry, Donnie. Do I have anything else? No, that's it.
No.
Where do they find you, buddy?
So I have quite a few. So Alurgus_gaming, both on Twitter as well as Instagram. Alurgus on YouTube as well as Blue Sky. Um, and basically, you can listen to this wherever you can find your podcast, in this case, Spotify and YouTube. Yeah, that's about it. I will say, because we didn't completely go through the class, we could definitely do a rain check and go over the subclasses at a later date. I know there's some other classes that we were wanting to look at that's external content. Um, but yeah, appreciate everyone that hopped in. Hopefully you have an amazing rest of your week, and we'll see you guys in the next adventure.
And one more time, my guys, stay hydrated, stay safe, and love your familia. We'll see you all next time. Bye bye.